Alright, so what is good, everybody on YouTube? This is of course your boy B, Boyd RC, coming to you guys again with yet and as y'all can see, yes, we are back at home, back in the stew. Now before we get started, I just want to say make sure you drop a like on this vid. Early heat on the way tomorrow. Listen, the vids are on the way this week, trust me. And a new Sample Industries drop alert. Blam, these brand new alien hoodies right here. The lookbook is live right now and a link will be down below if you guys want to check it out. If y'all remember the Consumed by Light hoodies on another level of coziness, y'all see the wash. I think these are about 380, 385 GSM. It's a very, very nice hoodie. Front blam blam, y'all see it in the back. Okay, listen, y'all already know how we do. So, new sample drop November 7th at 8 p.m. EST. Follow at SMPLIND as always, so you don't miss the drop. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to tell y'all. Yes, there is a giveaway live right now on my Instagram for the Mocha ones. 2 pairs will be given away for free. Another link is down below. Check it out. The Mocha one sold out. We've seen it, and the resale is higher, well, kind of a lot higher than I thought it would be. But yeah, giving away 2 free pairs on IG. Back to the video. We also dropped some brand new slides over the weekend as well. But the weekend is almost over, so you know what time it is. It's time to get into this week's Heat or Hype, where we get into latest sneaker releases, sneaker rumors, or anything I want to talk about in the sneaker or streetwear world. That is what we do here today. And remember, if I don't talk about a shoe, either I forgot about it, didn't edit it in, or it was just that basura that I did not want to expose y'all to it. But of course it's me. Y'all already know I'm gonna be exposing you to it. And this week's basura, to put it very, very lightly, is very interesting. Let's just call it that for now. We got a ton of new stuff to talk about this week. A lot of releases, man. November is getting crazy. October got so crazy towards the end. It is a lot to cover and a lot to go over. So let's not waste any more time on the intro. Let's get into this week's Heat or Hype. First things first, I usually do this at the end of the video, but there was just so many drops over the weekend, over last week, at the end of October. If you guys hit on anything, let me know down below. But the first story is the Fire Red Air Jordan 4 shock dropping out of nowhere. Kind of out of nowhere. At the same time, there are people tweeting about it about an hour before it dropped, 30 minutes before it dropped. So it wasn't, if you knew, you knew. It wasn't exactly a shock drop. But yes, the Fire Red 4s did drop almost a month early on Nike sneakers. And y'all let me know, were you able to grab the dub? I already told y'all, early heat on the way. Stay tuned and finesse that bell as well. Come on. Up next on November 5th, we got Shoe Palace and New Balance comes together for another 997S collab. And this is basically a great white shark pair of 997S's. You got 2 colorways. One that's a mostly majority black, and then you have the other one that's black, white, and it has that baby blue or that kind of ocean blue all around the shoe. It's a New Balance collab with Shoe Palace, so you already know the quality is going to be there. And to me, this is one of the more loud New Balance collabs. Usually they're kind of calmed down, but the shark teeth on the heel just make it super loud, but you get it. And they even have the wave underneath the New Balance logo on the mid panel of the shoe. It's not a bad shoe at all. Is it one of my favorite New Balance collabs that we've seen recently? No, but it's still not a bad one. And again, these should be dropping on November 5th. As far as retail goes, I'm not sure. I think it's between 170 and 190, probably somewhere in there. And some more Nike news. We actually have this brand new Overbreak SP sneaker. Now these should be retailing for 140, and there's 2 colorways that I know of. One I think is like brown and purple, but this one is more of that tan beige earthy hue. And I am definitely interested in this shoe. I don't have any Overreact sneakers yet, and I definitely want to try that out. Now this colorway right here is not bad, but it's definitely not one of my favorites, especially knowing that there's going to be an undercover collab on this shoe, I think dropping next year, and 4 other colorways that I think are better than these 2 initial ones. As far as a release date on these, we do not have that yet. I mean, it is November, so I'm assuming since they already have official photos, these will probably be dropping either this month or next month in December. So if you have tried Overreact, y'all let me know how you feel about that. I've been seeing nothing but good talks about it. I'm just waiting on the right shoe to cop with the tech. So yeah, blam, y'all see it. Now, if you're worried that there wasn't going to be any dunk news on this week's list, trust me, there always is. Don't worry. And we actually got 2 to talk about. Now, the first one is actually dropping on November 13th, and this is this joint right here, which is a white and gray colorway. Now this photo is of a preschool size, I believe, but they should be dropping in full family sizing from what I've seen so far. I think a lot of people have been waiting on that white and gray dunk or that white and gray or white and neutral gray Air Jordan 1, so this is a nice little middle ground for that. I'm sure a lot of y'all have already seen a ton of people doing the pre-aging 2 dunks, Air Jordan 1s, and this one I feel like is just perfect for that. Basically, most of the basic colored dunks are perfect for that, so this is just going to be another one that falls in line with that. It is a dunk and a dunk high. It will be selling out. You already know the deal. And we also had another color, which is these right here, which is another gray and white pair of dunks. Now this one should be for small feet gang only, the ladies out there, and this one is being called football gray, and the gray to me looks almost purplish in a way. Now these should be dropping in spring of 2021. Other than that, not a lot of info on these. And some Air Force One news, we're actually getting a return of the Air Force One in reflective snake. This one dropped back in 2001, so this is another 20th year anniversary type sneaker, just like the CoJP Midnight Air Jordan 1s that's dropping later on in November. Now this Force will not be dropping in November. It is dropping, like I said, next year in spring 2021. Not a lot of info yet, but they did just pop up, so blam, fresh leak. As of recently, we've been talking a lot more about Human Race NMDs, and we have another pair. On the 7th for 220, we're getting this yellow colorway, and I definitely do like the shoe. Does this seem to me to be like a winter or fall winter type sneaker? A bright yellow pair of Human Races? No. Definitely seems like this would be something that you'll get a lot more wear out of next year, spring, summer 2021. But regardless, they are dropping and they are loud yellow all over gold. But I do like the text that is on the toe, and I actually do like this colorway. It definitely isn't my favorite. So far, I have been trying on the Adidas Confirmed app for some of these colorways of the Human Races, and I still have not hit on one yet. So I will try for these, but it hasn't been looking too good for me so far. Jumping back into some dunk news, we have the Veneer Dunk Low finally dropping on November 10th for a retail of $100. And this colorway to me is clean. It is a weird colorway, but the uppers look like a nice suede. Green, brown, purple, and yellow. Who would have known they look so good together? But this Veneer is a for sure cop for me. Let me rephrase that. It is a for sure cop if Nike sneakers allows for me to get the shoe. Let's say it like that. I am still 0 for how many ever dunks have dropped so far on sneakers. I have not hit on one pair. Hopefully I can have some luck on these Veneers, and of course the ceramics are around the corner as well. Nike sneakers, can I get some luck on a draw type release? Please, man. Please. Another pair of dunks, but this time it is an SB. There is a Court Purple SB Dunk Low dropping next year in 2021. Now there was an actual leaked image of the shoe, but the image was kind of shitty, you know what I mean? So here's a mock-up of what the shoe looks like, and it is Court Purple, black, and white. We got the Court Purple ones, and now we're getting an SB Dunk Low. This is an SB I'm definitely not pressed for, and this one would be a pass for me personally. This next shoe we're going to talk about, I am very happy that it is coming back, but one thing that was weird about these leaked images, blam, y'all see them. This is the Cool Gray Air Jordan 3 for next year in 2021. I will say that the elephant print on these shits looks pretty hot. If this is like an early sample or something, cool. But the elephant print, it is early. It is a leak. This is what it should look like. Elephant print is looking a little thick for me. Hopefully it does not look like that on the actual release pair. The Cool Gray 3, I have already told y'all, is a for sure cop. When the Cool Gray 4s came out, I was on top of that, and this 3 is going to be no different for me. Not too much else to say. Again, dropping next year, 2021. We just got new photos, so the Cool Gray 3s are on the way. This week, we also got to look at the brand new 2021 Ultra Boost from Adidas, and I'm going to let y'all know right now, y'all see him. These shits is thick. There's a lot of boost on that heel. So I'm assuming you get some nice bounce back in the heel for, of course, the Ultra Boost is a running sneaker for running. But it also just looks very, very comfy. Obviously, the Ultra Boost isn't what it once was, but I do think that this 2021 pair looks good. And it actually looks somewhat different. A lot of the Ultra Boosts that have been dropping year after year really don't look too different than the original, or they just don't look as good as the original. This one with this big boost on the back. The upper, the shape is similar, but this is kind of the biggest departure from the original Ultra Boost that I've seen so far from Adidas. But these are dropping next year, I believe. As far as retail, I do not know, but I might actually just try the pair and see how I like them. Hopping back into some New Balance news, we have another collab. There's a new Balance collab, at least one every other weekend. This time is between PSNY, Public School New York, and New Balance on the 327. The 327 has been a very, very popular model. They have been putting out some good colorways and some not so good ones. And at that $90 retail, it's just a good bang for your buck type sneaker. This colorway is definitely not my favorite, but it does still look pretty good. Looks to be like a navy and teal or navy and aqua on the upper. You still got the suede and materials always on point. You got the New Balance logo on the inside. I can't see all the words right here on the screen, so y'all see them though. Y'all see them. But as far as the release date on these, we do not have it yet, but PSNY and New Balance coming soon with a brand new 327. This week we got a ton of SBs to talk about, a ton of dunks to talk about, and now we got 3 more. First up is this 58 colorway, which is a light blue, orange, and white. And to me, this looks like those old race cars. I'm assuming that has to be where the inspiration comes from. And I'm pretty sure I'll throw an image somewhere up here so you guys get what I'm talking about. Now, as far as a release date, these should be dropping next year in 2021. The colorway itself to me is clean. I like the added details of the 58, especially embroidered back there on the heel. And this one I actually might try to cop. I really think the suede is selling me on this colorway because that baby blue suede looks like a nice hairy suede on the upper. It looks good. So that's one of the SBs. The next one we got is a Chinese New Year Nike SB Dunk Low, and these are crazy. They basically look like an almost what the pair of SBs, but they are just all over the place. Now my favorite shoe has to be that lighter colorway one on the left shoe. I think that looks a lot better than the right shoe, but again, it doesn't matter because it is a unique pair of SBs. The SB hype is there, so these are selling out regardless. I just wonder if people are going to be trying to crack heads for this colorway because it is so unique. It's embroidery, different materials, different colorways. Not sure if it's going to be a special box for this one yet. It's just a lot going on with this pair, and this is another one dropping next year in 2021 for Chinese New Year. Y'all let me know what y'all think about these, if you like the left shoe or the right shoe better. And then the last pair of dunks we have is this Atmos Elephant pair of dunks that we have been talking about for a very long time. This is just going to be a quick update because it might be in my top 10 list for November sneaker releases. That video is probably going to be coming, I'm assuming, Tuesday or Wednesday, so be looking out for that. But this shoe is dropping now on November 11th. So we have been talking about it. We've seen leak after leak after leak, and now we have an official release date, November 11th. Good luck if you are going for them. It would be dope to hit on this pair, but it's an SB, and them shits, listen, y'all already know the deal with SBs right now. Okay, now let's get into some Nike basketball news. First up, the brand new Kyrie 7 is going to be dropping via somewhat of a mystery box type drop on November 11th at 10 a.m. Now there's 4 colorways that you guys can see right here, but the thing is, when you buy the shoe off of Nike sneakers, you won't know what colorway you got until it lands in your hand. I think it's a cool concept. I guess the only thing that sucks is that if you want one of those particular shoes or one colorway way more than the other, hopefully you get the one that you really want and not the one that you like the least. But yeah, new Kyrie's on the way. Another one that we've seen this week was also a ray gun inspired colorway, and I like these too. The Kyrie 7, I think is a good shoe. I think it's heat. The ray gun pair is clean, and he still has the best shoe, bro, in my opinion at least. Okay, it is time to get into this week's Basuda of the week, and I would have missed this one if it wasn't for y'all out there. Y'all kind of sent this one in to me, and it is Crocs once again coming with some Basuda. At the same time, I would like to say before I show it, it is creative and it is interesting, but them shits is Basuda still, and it is
Somebody did this.
These joints right here. Now this is an actual collab shoe between Crocs and Nicole. If I get your last name wrong, I'm sorry. It's either McLaughlin or McLaughlin. I'm not sure, but I actually seen her work before, and some of the stuff that she has made, y'all have sent me for the Basuda of the week. Like she has like a sandwich vest, really weird like DIY like slippers and clothing, sandwich shorts, Ziploc bags. It's a lot of stuff. A lot of it is very creative, but a lot of it just to me seems like, you know, a meme. It's definitely interesting, but a lot of it is also Basuda, and it just feels like Crocs made a meme shoe into reality, which they already kind of did with KFC. Crocs is just, they are getting a lot of nasty awards in 2020 for some of their collabs. And this one I feel like should get a nasty award as well. Now the shoe itself, as far as like function, I mean, you got ropes. It's like a survival kit basically on your feet. It's got a compass, it's got a lamp, it's got lights, it's got everything you need. But them shits is still Basura. And salutes to everyone that sent this one to me. But listen, I am done talking about these rain boot ass, survival ass Crocs. Can we get these shits off the screen? And let's go ahead and get back to the heat, bro. First up, we got some Yeezy news, and this one is actually going to be a restock on the utility black pair of 500s. Now, these are going to be restocking on November 30th for their regular retail price. So if you missed out the utility black 500s in the beginning, here is your second chance, and these are going to be dropping on November 30th for their regular retail. Another update we got this week is those Chicago SB Dunk Lows. They are now hitting skate shops, so I think this shoe is going to be dropping sometime this month in November. The hype is already there. You already know the deal. If you do not own Chicago's, well, we actually got some more Chicago news to talk about. But I mean, it's an SB, then you mix it with the Chicago one. The shoe definitely sells itself, and heads are definitely being cracked wide open past the white meat for this pair right here. When I get that official release date, I'll let y'all know. Now, to go ahead and end off all the SB talk for this week, one of the biggest stories we have is Supreme and Nike coming back with a pack of SB Dunk Lows to commemorate the older release back in 2003. And we have 4 colorways, like I said. A blue, a green, a brown, and a black, and all these colorways should be dropping next year in 2021. Y'all remember we said that it was going to be an Air Jordan 1 dropping, and I don't know if that is now debunked because we know that these SBs are dropping because we have actual photos of them, or if the Air Jordan 1 is still going to be something that happens. But right now, Supreme SBs are coming next year in 2021 with the croc print, with the stars, with the crazy resale, with people getting their heads cracked wide open past the white meat. You already know the deal. As far as actual retail or release dates, we don't have it yet, but Supreme, they are back. Nike, they are back with more SBs next year. Now, a shoe that came out of nowhere this week that I'm actually digging, that I feel like some of y'all are gonna call Basura because they do look weird, but it is a ready-made pair of Blazers, and I am digging this shoe. It is that weird shit. Y'all know what? I like the weird shit, but I'm fucking with these. You got a really weirdly shaped orange swoosh. The sole looks to be, I don't even know what material. It might be React. You got an all black upper, and then you have some type of dark gray and black camo near the heel as well as the tongue. Now, the tongue does look super high for some reason. The tongue looks huge, but I am digging this shoe. And there was another picture that I saw. I don't know if it's inverted, I'm not sure, but of a possible another colorway of this ready-made pair of Blazers, and I believe is blue and white. The same way I felt about the weird ass Sakai's is the same way I feel about these ready-made Blazers. I like the color blocking. It's that classic black, green, and orange. You just can't go wrong with that, but y'all let me know what y'all think about this shoe down below. Last up for this week, to end it off strong, we have Trophy Room coming out of nowhere with a brand new pair of Air Jordan 1s. Blam, y'all see them right here, and it is kind of like an aged, weird version of a Chicago Air Jordan 1, and these are fire, 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 fire. This one for me is gonna be, I mean, it's a cop, but it's a cop if I can actually get the shoe. I would love to get them for retail, but I don't know how these are gonna be dropping. Like I was saying though, the midsole seems to be kind of like that aged yellow. You have Michael Jordan's signature at the back heel. On the bottom of the sole, you have 4 different stars in blue and red. Custom insole tagging as well. I mean, it is a Trophy Room release. It is a collab release. And I don't know the Trophy Room collabs, because there are definitely some fire ones. The 5s were cool. These ones, especially when you do the Chicago colorway, listen, these are gonna go crazy. Now, they're supposed to be dropping on November 11th for their regular retail of $170, and all I'm gonna say is if you do decide to go for this shoe, good luck. This is definitely gonna be one of the top releases of November if they do drop on the 11th, and I will for sure be going for this pair right here. But listen, man, that is it. Remember to drop a like on this bit. New Sample Industries drops on the way. Much love to all the fan followers and of course supporters. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Twitch. The Twitch is BulletRC, by the way. We're probably live on Twitch right now, so look down below in the comments. There'll probably be a link there or in the description. Come through, say what's good. Here, there, blah, blah, of course, BulletRC. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. That is it. It's time for me to edit. Y'all be easy. I am out of here. Peace.
If you come here trying to take some, there's a lot more where that came from, and it really ain't no thing. I got some up here in this thing. I just dropped the jig in my Red Bull, and it really gave me wings. Yeah, up and away. Y'all should have seen this shit coming in May. We doing 300 records.